Hey everyone, my name is Sebastian Caro. Today I'm going to expand on a topic we covered earlier this semester, that is the WannaCry ransomware. So I'm going to start off by giving a brief introduction to WannaCry. On May 12, 2017, many systems in the NHS located in the UK were shut down due to a ransomware attack. This attack demanded the victims to send $300 worth of Bitcoin to the attackers in order to obtain the files that had been encrypted by the attackers. The ransom would be double after 3 days, and these attackers called themselves shadow brokers, and their identities remain unknown. So, let's start off with this screen, the ominous red screen. So, how did this start? So, this information, the group leak, was all kinds of different hacking tools, computer exploits that were actually found by the NSA. The name of this specific cyber attack they discovered was called Eternal Blue. That was the name the NSA gave it. The cyber attack took advantage of an SMB protocol which allowed files to be shared through a network. So a question that has been thrown around a lot since the release of this ransomware is, who is to blame? Who do we blame for this attack? So a guy by the name Elias Grohl, I hope I'm saying that right. He's a writer at the Foreign Policy, and he said, days after the virus first exploded on Friday, Microsoft is pointing the finger squarely at the U.S. National Security Agency for its role in enabling the virus. Now let's talk about the actual attack. So who was the intended target? Major companies such as Renault, Nissan, FedEx, Telefonica, which is a telecommunications company in Spain, I believe, the NHS, and others were forced to shut down operations due to WannaCry, infecting their operating systems, being unprotected and outdated. As a matter of fact, anyone that was running Windows XP or Vista was in danger of being targeted, since they also used the same SMB protocol. Now, let's talk about the spread. So how did this exploit work? What did it do? So the NSA found a flaw in the Microsoft OS, and they called it Eternal Blue. And it was being used on Windows 7, Windows Server 2008, Windows XP, and even Windows 10. And they were all found running on port 445. We all know Marcus. He's a computer researcher, more commonly known by his network alias MalwareTech. He was responsible for finding the worldwide solution to the WannaCry spread. He actually studied some of the code, and then he found out that within the code there was an unregistered website that was essentially the kill switch for it. He found it, he stumbled upon it. So now let's take a look at this kill switch. This is the actual kill switch that he found. It is now a sinkhole that's being protected by security agencies. So Zach Whitaker, a journalist for TechCrunch, said, WannaCry had this kill switch. It was a domain name, which when you registered that domain name, it would kill the ransomware dead in its tracks. So the kill switch would essentially deactivate WannaCry's encryption as long as the system had not been rebooted. That was the key factor in that. So when Marcus registered the domain, he obviously encountered several DDoS attacks from the attackers that released WannaCry to completely kill the sinkhole. And this could have caused WannaCry to reactivate again. Alright, I want to expand a little bit more on the Marcus versus the FBI ordeal. So after WannaCry ended, he decided to go to DEF CON in Las Vegas, but he did not know the FBI was tracking him. So they actually tried to pin WannaCry on him, but they didn't have proof that he was involved in this. So, but the FBI managed to get some chat logs between him and some other guy, and he actually sold this guy some malicious code, some malware. And this malware that he sold was Kronos. It was a banking malware, and it was later incorporated into WannaCry as a method of payment to retrieve the encrypted files. Now, from everything in life, we learn a lesson, and I think everybody learned a huge lesson from this. Uh, Microsoft actually released a one-time patch for this protocol, so everything could go back to normal. You know, as long as you updated, you would not have to worry about this again. So what did we learn? Secure your systems. There's not much to say about that, you know. Don't share your files over the internet. Don't share passwords, stuff like that. Stay informed, you know. Don't always wait for somebody to tell you what's going on. Go out there, read the news, and that's the best way to stay informed. And that's all I have on this. Thank y'all for watching.